Alright guys, so this is that type of movie where I think both sexes are going to want to really go see it, and both sexes are going to be really pleased with it. We have all the guys who are going to go see it for Scarlett Johansson, and like myself, and we have all the girls who are going to go see it for Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So essentially, everybody really wins. Hey there guys, what's up? It's Autobot Mike 18 here with another movie review. Guys, in this video I will be reviewing Don Jon. Now guys, quickly before I get into my review, I just wanted to briefly apologize for the fact that I sound different. My voice is different, and I do apologize in advance if I sneeze or cough or do anything like that throughout the review, but I'm just getting over a cold, guys. I actually still am sick. I've been sick for the last couple of days, and I went to go see this movie today while I was sick, and I couldn't put it off till another week. I have a really busy schedule when it comes to movie reviews, and I couldn't wait another week or wait a couple of days. So I do apologize for that, guys, but it shows how much I wanted to go see this movie and how much I love doing movie reviews, so I just wanted to mention that. But anyway, guys, Don Jon is the directorial debut for Joseph Gordon-Levitt. This is his first feature film where he is the director. He's also obviously the star of the movie, and not only is he also doing both of those things, but he is also the writer. He wrote the screenplay. So I was looking forward to Don Jon, not only for Scarlett Johansson, which is just a given, excuse me. I was really looking forward to it, to see what Joseph Gordon-Levitt can do as a director. I wanted to see if he had any strong directing talent. Kind of like with what happened with Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck started out as an actor, has really achieved a strong directing career with his last few films that he directed. I want to see if Joseph Gordon-Levitt could kind of do the same thing, and I want to see if he would make a really good director. And also, of course, I wanted to go see it for Scarlett Johansson. I know I already mentioned that. But yeah, of course. And I really wanted to see it because of the trailer. The movie looked very funny, and so guys, in the end, how was Don Jon? Was it a really good movie? Does it deserve the praise it's been getting? I would say so. Yeah, I thought it was a really enjoyable movie. I had a fun time watching it for the most part. I was a little bit let down with a couple of things, and but overall I liked it, and I thought it was a good directorial debut, and I'll get more into that a little bit later on. But the first thing I want to start talking about is the story behind Don Jon. The plot summary, I'm going to give it without spoiling anything, of course. So guys, Don Jon tells the story of Jon Martello, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt. His friends call him Don Jon, and as he talks about this in the trailer, he loves a lot of things in life. He loves going to church on Sundays with his family and having Sunday dinners with them, and he also loves hanging out with his friends, going to the gym. He loves his car. He loves all these things. He loves going to clubs, finding these random women, having one-night stands with them. But above all, the number one thing that Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character loves in this movie is porn. He absolutely loves watching porn. He has a huge porn addiction in this movie. He feels more satisfaction from watching porn than he does when he actually has sex with these women that he meets at these clubs. And that is his main thing that he loves in this movie. And his character eventually meets up with Scarlett Johansson's character one night in a club, and her character, she really loves watching romance movies, as you saw in the trailer. And they eventually start dating, and a conflict arises between the two of them when she finds out the number one thing that Jon loves to do in the world, and they obviously are going to have a conflict in regards to what that thing is, which is his porn addiction. So that's all I'm going to say about Don Jon, guys. And yeah, he's a really, the character of Don Jon is a really strong family man. He loves those, as I said, he loves going to, spending time with his family on those Sundays. And he has this really, he has this Italian family with this Italian father played by Tony Danza, which was just hilarious. They all live in New Jersey, and so yeah, the screenplay, guys, is something I really wanted to mention. I thought the movie was very well written. I was really impressed with the screenplay. If I would give this movie any awards love this award season, I would definitely go original screenplay, because I thought the movie was definitely very well written by Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I like how the story this movie. I like how this movie is kind of its own thing. It's very different and original in its own way. It's not a complete rip-off of a crappy, cliched romantic comedy movie. It's definitely not. Excuse me, guys. That's one thing I really liked about Don Jon. Anyway, guys, moving on. The next thing I really want to talk about is the cast for the movie. I have a lot of actors I do have to mention in this review. Let's first start off with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Joseph Gordon-Levitt has showed us that he can really do a good job acting. He did a lot of movies last year. He did like 4 movies last year, 2012, and he is a really, really good actor. So I wanted to see if he could be a good actor in this. And I want to see how well he could direct himself acting in this movie, like Ben Affleck has done. And I think he did he gave a very good performance in this movie. I really do like his character. I love the fact that his character loves watching porn over actually having sex. That's a lot of people would be like, what, really? But his character, that's what his character loves. I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt definitely pulled off a really strong Italian, New Jersey accent. Myself being Italian, that was really cool to see him and his family have this this strong Italian pride and the strong Italian these accents, New Jersey accents. I thought that was really, really cool. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt definitely did a really good job acting-wise in the movie. Gave a really, really good performance. Maybe give him some awards love. I think it's very crowded this award season, but I definitely think he did a good job in the movie. He really can act. Moving on, guys, Scarlett Johansson. Now, I'm not going to say I love Scarlett Johansson in this movie just because she's one of the most attractive women I've ever seen in my life, and she's probably the most hottest actress out there working today in Hollywood. No, I like Scarlett Johansson in this movie because she is a really good actress. She showed us that in The Avengers, she showed us that in a couple of other movies, but she was really, really good in this. She pulled off that New Jersey accent perfectly, in my opinion, and I really liked her in this movie, not because she was really good to look at, but because she did a really good job acting-wise. I really liked her in her scenes. I liked how her character loves romance movies while Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character loves porn. That was great. They had really good chemistry together. And Scarlett Johansson, I would even consider her getting some awards love. That this year doesn't look like a huge year for actresses, best actresses. So give it to Scarlett Johansson. Give her some love. She was really, really good in the movie. Next, I want to talk about Julianne Moore in the movie. She plays this older woman. She's going back to college, taking a college course with Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character. And I really liked her character in this movie. I thought she was going to be underused and unnecessary in the movie. And she wasn't. She actually had a very important part in this movie, very important role. And I liked that with her character in this movie. And she gave a really strong performance as well. She played this really damaged character that ends up helping Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the movie, and I really liked her character. That's why I really liked the screenplay. It was very, very well written, and she did a really good job. And last but not least, I must talk about Tony Danza as Don Jon's father. He killed it as Joseph Gordon-Levitt's father in this movie. He was funny. He was I like how his character was really angry. He was always having these arguments with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And he loved nothing other than, he was the typical Italian guy. He loved nothing other than watching TV on Sundays, watching sports, watching football, having these Italian meals cooked by his wife. And because I am Italian, I actually enjoyed watching that. I actually connected with that. And that was actually really, really cool to see. And Tony Danza really did a good job. I would give him some awards love as well as for supporting actor. He did a really, really good job. Anyway, guys, moving on. The next thing but as I said, the performances were one of the best parts of the movie. The next thing I do really want to talk about is this movie's rating. Now, Don Jon is rated R, and it's very, very appropriately rated R. I wouldn't even dare recommend a kid go see this movie. If a kid goes to see this movie, anyone under 17. If anyone under 17 goes to see this movie, they just might get scarred for life. I swear, this is not a movie for anyone under 17 years old. Obviously, the main character in this movie has a big porn addiction, so there's going to be a lot of porn played in this movie. So, I mean, there is a strong amount of nudity, a very strong amount of sexual content, and a lot of bad language, so definitely not a movie for kids. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's new movie, nope. If the kids want to go see Joseph Gordon-Levitt, show them The Dark Knight Rises, much more appropriate, not this movie. But I think adults and aspiring filmmakers will really enjoy the movie and enjoy what Joseph Gordon-Levitt did as the director. And I'm going to talk about him as director in a second. The next thing I do want to talk about, guys, is my personal rating for the movie. I have a couple of other things I do want to mention, including the fact that he was director in the movie. But I'm going to give my rating for Don Jon. I am going to give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. I liked it. I wanted to give it a 9, but I did have a couple problems with it. It wasn't completely flawless. It wasn't completely perfect. But it was a really enjoyable film that was definitely very edgy and genuine. I will definitely admit that. It was kind of sweet, and it was fun, and it was definitely very satisfying, especially the ending of the movie. And so a couple of things I do want to mention as to the things that I did like about this movie. As I already said, the cast all gives strong performances. Everyone had really good chemistry, especially JGL and Scarlett Johansson, and JGL and Tony Danza. They all had really good chemistry together. I thought the screenplay was definitely one of the best parts of Don Jon. I really would love to see the movie get some Oscar love for original screenplay. I thought some lines of dialogue were very well written. A couple of scenes were kind of intense. A couple of scenes were kind of sad in a way, and I really like how the screenplay was written. And I above all love the way the direction they took this movie and the way they ended it. I was really impressed with it. The movie is not predictable in really any way, but I really do like how the way they ended it and what they did with two specific characters in this movie. And that's what I really loved about Don Jon. It was so different and original in its own way, and I must praise Joseph Gordon-Levitt for that. Also, Joseph Gordon-Levitt as director. I think he did a really good job directing the movie. I would love to see him direct another film. I don't know what he would direct, maybe another drama or something else. I don't know if he'll go back to doing a romantic drama or something like that. But he did a really good job directing the movie. The movie was well filmed. He did a good job directing himself in the movie, like Ben Affleck has done. And I really liked this movie because of that. I also really liked the message of relationships that was conveyed in the movie. Julianne Moore says something in the trailer about relationships being a two-way thing, and there's a very strong message that was portrayed in this film, and I really do like that about the movie. And it was something that I never really realized about relationships until I watched this movie. So this movie was kind of like a learning experience for me, and that's one reason why I did like Don Jon. So I must praise the movie for that. And as I said, I like how they ended it. The editing was pretty good. The movie was a little short, but if it was longer than an hour and a half, it would have been too long. So that was fine. And overall, guys, I was just impressed with the way this movie was made. I loved where it was set and all that. And it was just a really enjoyable film that does have a few problems with it, which I will mention right now. My problems with Don Jon, I really have like two problems with the movie. Number one, I feel the movie was slightly mismarketed. I feel that the trailer made this movie look like a really funny, dramatic comedy, but it kind of wasn't as funny as I wanted it to be. The movie could have been a lot funnier in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, a couple of scenes I really did laugh at and I really enjoyed, but the trailer really spoiled most of the funniest scenes in the movie, and that I was really kind of sad about. The movie just wasn't as funny as I expected it to be or as I wanted it to be. Don't get me wrong, a couple of scenes were really funny, it just wasn't as funny as I wanted it to be, so that was a problem I had with the movie. And another thing, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character follows this sort of routine like every single week. You know, he goes to church on Sundays, he goes to the gym during the week, and they literally show it happening like 5 or 6 times. Excuse me, guys. Like 5 or 6 times in the movie, and that was one thing that kind of bothered me. And this is being kind of nitpicky, but that's one thing that kind of got on my nerves after a while. It didn't really piss me off, but it was just one thing I was like, alright, do you have to show this again? Like, they literally have the same shot, like literally the same shot, at the same angle of Joseph Gordon-Levitt running up the stairs into his church. And they have that shot several times in the movie, but with each shot, he's just wearing different clothes. I was kind of like, could they like change the angle a bit? You know, could they move it to the side or something? Like, it was just the same thing. So scenes like that kind of got a little repetitive after a while. Kind of got a little boring. Like, I'm like, I already saw this. I mean, it's just, he's wearing different clothes. That's the only difference. So yeah, that's that's one thing I wanted to add. That's one little minor complaint that I had with the movie. But other than that, guys, I did really enjoy Don Jon. I had a fun time watching this movie. I was just a little bit let down with it. But overall, it was really good. It was a really strong directorial debut for Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And it was a really good a romantic drama. I really wouldn't call it a comedy that much because it really just didn't make me laugh. Had an amazing screenplay and a really, really good cast. And I did really like it, guys. So that's Don Jon. I'm going to give, like I said, 8.5 out of 10. What did you guys think of Don Jon? Let me know down below in the comments. Did you see Don Jon this weekend, or did you go see Rush, Ron Howard's new film? I decided to go see Don Jon. Overall, I liked it. I would recommend you guys see it, especially if you like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You want to see what he can do as a director. Is it a buy on Blu-ray for me? Yes, but not right away. It was good. I just wished it would have been, I wanted to give it a 9, let's just say that much. I wanted it to be a little bit more funnier. Other than that, guys, I really enjoyed Don Jon. What did you think of it? Let me know down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my review. Bye, guys.